Imagine this. You are walking down the street on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. You're feeling good, relaxed, and then you spot something familiar peeking out from under a bush. You look around, no one is there. You bend down and pick it up, boom, a crisp $50 bill. Congratulations. You just got $50 richer in a single second. Now, be honest. What is the very first thing you want to do with this money? Does your brain immediately jump to, "Ooh, tonight I'm treating myself to that fancy steak dinner"? Or, "Finally, I can grab those new earbuds without feeling guilty"? After all, it's house money, right? It's free money. Easy come, easy go. Why not enjoy it? But wait, let's hit rewind. Let's pretend you didn't find that money today. Instead, your boss called you in and said, "Hey, I need you to stay late tonight. I'll pay you an extra $50 for the overtime." So, you grind, you work until your eyes blur, just to bring that same $50 home. Now ask yourself, would you immediately run out and blow that hard-earned cash on a pair of earbuds, or would you think, "Man, that was tough. I better save this for the electric bill"? It is the exact same banknote. It has the exact same buying power. But why does one disappear in a flash on useless stuff, while the other is protected like a treasure? Why does our brain stick different labels on money, and how is that invisible label secretly picking your pocket every time you get a holiday bonus or a tax refund? Welcome to the sweetest trap in behavioral psychology. That strange phenomenon you just saw. It actually has a scientific name. It is called mental accounting. This concept is the brainchild of Richard Thaler, a Nobel Prize-winning economist. He discovered that, unlike what textbooks say, humans do not treat money based on cold, hard math. In math, $1 is exactly equal to $1. Economists call this fungibility. The dollar you earn from sweating at work has the exact same value as the dollar you win in a lottery. But in psychology, those two bills live in completely different universes. One gets labeled protect at all costs. The other gets labeled party money. And this invisible filing system inside your head is the exact reason your wallet is always in the danger zone. Welcome back to Zen Invests. Here, we don't just talk about how to make money. We decode the software bugs in your brain that make you lose it. If you have ever blown your entire holiday bonus in a single weekend, hit that like button right now to confess. Let's fix that glitch together. Let me tell you a true story. Let's travel back in time to New York City in the 1960s. Before they became Hollywood legends, Dustin Hoffman and Gene Hackman were best friends. Back then, they were just two struggling actors, broke and looking for a break. One day, Gene Hackman visited Hoffman's tiny, messy apartment. He found his friend sitting in the kitchen, looking absolutely miserable. Hackman asked, "Hey, what's wrong?" Hoffman replied, "I'm starving, Gene. I haven't eaten anything all day." Hackman was confused. He looked up at the kitchen shelf and saw something strange. Lined up neatly were several glass jars. Each jar had a label: rent, utilities, books, entertainment. Here is the crazy part. The jar labeled food was completely empty. Not a penny inside. But the jar labeled books, it was stuffed full of cash. Hackman shouted, "Are you crazy? There is a pile of money right there. Why don't you just take a few bucks and buy a sandwich?" And Dustin Hoffman's answer is the perfect definition of our topic today. He said, "No, I can't do that. That is book money. I can't eat book money." You see, Hoffman wasn't broke. He was only broke inside the food jar. Physically, the $10 bill in the books jar could buy the exact same pizza as a bill in the food jar. But in his brain, he had built thick concrete walls between those jars. Moving money from one to the other felt like breaking a law. Now, you might be laughing at Hoffman, but look at yourself. Today we don't use glass jars. We use banking apps. We have savings pockets, travel funds, emergency vaults. We are willing to go into credit card debt, paying 20% interest just to buy clothes, while at the same time, we have money sitting in a savings account earning almost nothing because we tell ourselves, no, that is savings. I can't touch that. That is mental accounting. We create imaginary jars, and then we lock ourselves inside them. Dustin Hoffman wasn't the only one who knew about these jars. Marketers, casino owners, and retail giants. They understand these mental jars better than you do. They know a deadly secret, where the money comes from, decides how you spend it. Look at casinos. Why do they force you to swap your hard-earned cash for colorful plastic chips? Because when you hold a stack of cash, your brain screams, that is rent money, don't bet it. But when it's just a pile of red and blue plastic, your brain whispers, it's just a game, it's just a toy. Go all in. And when you win a little bit, you call it house money. You take bigger risks. You bet crazier bets because you think, if I lose, I'm just losing their money. Not mine. Wrong. The second that chip lands in your hand, it is your money. Shopping is exactly the same. Tax refunds, holiday bonuses, credit card cashback points. Marketers label these as free money. They will never tell you, hey, use your monthly salary to buy this expensive handbag. No, they say, use your reward points to treat yourself. It sounds so much softer, but the math remains the same. You are still getting poorer. Psychologists call this identity consistency, or as I like to call it, the matchmaking rule of money. Your brain always tries to give money a personality, and then spends it in a way that matches that personality. Think about your monthly salary. It comes from hard work, sweat, discipline, so it has a serious personality. You only use it for serious things: rent, tuition, insurance. Using your salary to buy a $500 gaming console, no way. The guilt would kill you. But what about a bonus or a lottery win? That money is unexpected. It is fun. It has a wild personality. If you use that fun money to pay the electric bill, your brain screams, wrong, boring. Fun money must be spent on fun things. This is called cognitive dissonance. When you use happy money to pay for sad bills, you actually feel uncomfortable. You feel like you are betraying your own luck. And technology, it makes everything worse. Have you noticed that spending $50 on a credit card hurts less than spending $50 in cash? When you swipe a card, mental accounting files that expense under future debt instead of present loss. It separates the joy of buying from the pain of paying. The result, you shop like a king today and live like a prisoner when the bill arrives next month. Remember this: money has no personality. Money does not know if it is happy or sad. Only you are acting out a drama with your own wallet. Let me do a simple math problem to show you the real danger. We call this the chain reaction cost. Let's say you get a surprise bonus of $500. You think, great, I'll buy this new designer suit. Exactly $500. Break even. No loss. But wait, your brain is lying to you. When you wear a $500 suit, you can't wear old, torn shoes. Boom. You spend another $200 on new leather shoes. You can't wear a nice suit and ride a dusty bike. Boom. You start taking Uber to work, and this suit needs professional dry cleaning. Boom. Another $50. Every single month, that initial bonus is like a Trojan horse. It looks like a free gift, but inside, it hides an entire army of hidden costs. The final result, you got $500 in bonus, but you spent a total of $1,000 just to serve that gift. Where did that extra $500 come from? Exactly. It came from your salary. The serious jar you swore to protect. Mental accounting makes you see only the purchase price. but blind to the cost of ownership. Don't let a bonus turn you into a slave of luxury. The scariest thing about mental accounting isn't just wasting a bonus. It is that you accidentally trigger lifestyle inflation. When you use free money to upgrade your life, you are actually raising your baseline cost to a new level. Remember this phrase, upgrades are downgrades. When you use lottery money to upgrade from a bike to a luxury car, you think you are moving up in life, but in reality, you are moving down. Why? Because you just robbed yourself of your own freedom. Before, you could live happily on $500 a month. Now, that luxury car eats $1,000 a month just to stay running. You have to work harder. You have to tolerate your boss more just to maintain the status that you accidentally stepped into. Morgan Housel, author of The Psychology of Money, once said, "Wealth is what you do not see. Wealth is the fancy car you did not buy. It is the first-class ticket you refused to book, because money that is not spent is the only money that buys you options." Every time mental accounting whispers in your ear, "Spend it, it's free money," it is actually saying, "Buy these handcuffs. Look, they are gold-plated." So, how do we escape this sweet trap? How do we hack our own brains? I have 3 strategies for you. So, how do we smash these imaginary jars? Here are 3 strategies to hack your brain. Strategy number 1, the 72-hour freeze. When you get any unexpected money, a bonus or a tax refund, do exactly one thing: do nothing. Let that money sit in your account for 3 days. Why? Because dopamine, the excitement hormone, fades away after 72 hours. When the excitement dies, logic returns. You will stop seeing that money as a toy and start seeing it as a tool. Strategy number 2, make it boring. Take your fun bonus and immediately deposit it into your most boring account, the one you use for rent and electricity. Mix the happy money with the serious money. When they blend together, your brain gets confused. Suddenly, that bonus is just rent money. It becomes boring, and because it is boring, it is safe. Strategy number 3, give every dollar a job. Don't let money sit around being lazy. Order it around, tell it. You go to the retirement fund. You go kill that credit card debt. When money has a mission, it is no longer free money. It is your soldier. Finally, remember this: you do not work this hard to become a slave to invisible jars. You master your money, so your money can buy your freedom. That is true wealth. Break those jars. I am Zen from Zen Invests. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.